Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Dirty Four podcast. I'm Claudio Capri, and I have with me Joey Laflamme.
Yeah, like Claudio Capri, I want to stab you right now.
I am Claudio Capri. I can't do the Italian thing.
I can't do any impersonation in English. That's impossible.
He's busy being famous or something today, so he couldn't
world's
come.
Smallest open mic.
World's smallest open mic, and then Peter's on his way. He's doing some laundry or something. I don't know, but he's gonna be here soon. And until then, it's just me and Joey holding down the fort. So ask us anything. Ask us anything.
Wait, first of all, I see that we have Jess Sorrell in the chat. She's been there like 6:47 p.m. and we start at 7:30. For fuck's sake, that's devotion just there. All of you should all feel ashamed. If you're not as devoted as Jess Sorrell, you're doing something wrong. That's like the right level of devotion we want. Yeah, exactly.
She's more devoted to the podcast than we are.
Exactly, which makes us feel like a bunch of fucking assholes. So before we start that, Jess Sorrell, lady from the land of tomorrow, what time it is in Australia, what is the weather, and by which side the flush toilet is,
It's flushing. The flush...
The flush toilet is flushing.
You're like Michael, how the turntables have turned.
Yeah. Have you ever watched like Dans une galaxie près de chez vous? It's
Yeah.
You remember like the captain was always fucking up expression like that?
Yeah.
Like yeah. Well, you would say
Après
like,
la pluie, le gazon est mouillé.
Yeah. La nuit porte de garage.
La nuit porte de garage. Oh, so good.
So fucking retarded. All right, how have your weeks been going?
It's been going. It's not that bad. I did things. I met people. I talked to some folks. I got a TV. I got a new TV.
So that's
cool.
TV?
Yeah,
okay.
So I've been watching You on it. Not You, but like the series You.
Okay.
Which is about a stalker. It's good.
That's a great introduction to a series, talking about a series that talks about stalker. Like, no, not you, the series. Like, I was already like leaning in toward a joke about you stalking me, and I'm like, shit, you don't have much to do with your time. Like, honestly, it's just me smoking weed on a fucking couch, watching series all day, playing PlayStation.
And then I'm smoking weed on my couch, watching You. I could be watching what you're watching, like probably Cowboy Bebop, but I'm watching you watch it. So
yeah, that's even better. Like, that should be a series, basically. Like, two people stalking each other, just smoking weed on the couch, watching each other.
Well, I feel like that's what the series You has come to right now. Because I think
that's great.
No spoilers. No spoilers. I'm not gonna say what happens, but
see that Seinfeld suck my dick. Talk about doing a show about nothing. That is absolutely about nothing. So you said you talked and what happened in You basically?
So like the main character in You is like a stalker. Like he falls in love with this girl, but he's deranged.
Okay.
But he's presented as the hero, but it's not like Dexter, where Dexter is cool. Like, this guy's not cool. Like, he's a dangerous person
No
who kills
stalker
people.
is ever cool. Like, you don't expect a
Yeah.
Chad to be stalking woman.
It would be cool. I would love to get stalked by someone cool and hot and famous.
Yeah.
Why can't I get stalked by Timothée Chalamet? You know?
That'd be fucking funny though. Can you imagine you had everything in life, but you'd still feel the compulsion to be like fucking stalking?
Stalking this fucking nobody.
Yeah. like we all know, like, when we
Yeah.
resort to stalking, it's because your life is not together and you have a lot of fucking issues.
Exactly.
It'd be funny, like Brad Pitt starting following Fatso on the internet.
Exactly. It would. Oh, it would be so good.
You have a crazy fake cat lady on Twitch, like doing live video with her cat, and then you have Brad Pitt just like sending him a tons of fucking message.
Kim Kardashian is following Claudio. She's like, what is he up to? I want to know what kind of pastrami he's eating.
Oh, that would be funny.
She's
Like,
digging through his garbage.
Can you imagine Claudio like complaining about it? Hey, dude, I'm getting stalked by Kim Kardashian. I cannot take this shit anymore.
You know he would. He would, because he's
sure.
such a fucking ding dong.
That's true. He would. Actually,
He would give her dirty looks and be like, "Oh, gross, whatever."
You remember Claudio was like, I get stalked by this girl, but like turns out this girl's following everybody from Montreal.
Oh yeah. He's like, oh, she's really into me. Like, no, man, she just likes every comedian.
Yeah, she's just into every fucking comedian of Montreal. That was fucking hilarious too. So
he doesn't
Claudio
know how to check friends in common, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Claudio is at the world's smallest open mic at Earliest Pub, and Peter is coming. He's been back at home. Like, he works a lot lately.
He does. He works in a factory.
In a factory. There you go.
Making furniture. So maybe your furniture was made by Peter. Who knows?
I hope not, because it's a real piece of shit.
What's a piece of shit? The furniture?
No, not Peter. Like the fucking couch. The couch I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm fucking using it to the like, you know, I'm grinding it or anything. I'm just sitting on it. Maybe the fact that I'm getting slowly weight on it, like, it's get more stress more and more.
You're stressing the wood.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think that Peter's working in a factory and making these work of art sofas. Anyways, obviously. You know, it's probably some shitty sofas.
Yeah. Anything built in a fucking factory is never be a piece of art. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a bunch of people that's kind of tired of their fucking job, just being like, okay, let's screw that screw. All right, another screw and another screw, and that's them all their life.
Oh my god, did you see the Charlie Chaplin thing where he works in a factory and he does this all day with the screws?
I seen it. Yeah.
He screws them, and then he becomes crazy and he just sees this girl's nipples.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was on like in the movies back then. Like, he sees this girl's breast and he's like, rawr, rawr.
Dude, you should watch old movies from the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah.
Like, I watched that. Oh, that's even better than that. My girlfriend never watched Slapshot, right? And it's a big classic of American cinema in Quebec, because it has been dubbed in French Quebec, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah. And honestly, that's fucking crazy. It's an old movie from the 70s, and they use a lot of crude language from the 70s, right? And there's a moment where Paul Newman discovered that the team belongs to a rich old woman. And like, she has an argument. Yeah, I don't want to own a hockey team anymore. Hockey is way too violent, and every time a kid see violence, he will get violent. And then, like, you have Paul Newman being like, "You fucking crazy bitch," and like in French, and like say, "You better get married again, or your kid is gonna turn into a fag," or something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. He just goes into it like in French, like the word tapette, right? And yeah. He says basically something in the effect of like, t'es mieux de te remarier parce que ton kid, ça m'a l'air d'une future tapette. Yeah, something like that.
Was that like a big moment in the movie where it's like, oh my god, the good guys are winning?
No, basically after that the team just got sold, so they didn't win, but at the end they win anyway. So
But what I'm saying is like the Paul Newman guy. Is he
Oh.
the good? Like when he gives a speech, are you like rooting for him? Are
No,
you
no, no,
supposed to root for him?
no. He's just basically frustrated because he was
Yeah.
because the whole movie is around where stars of Home Sweet Homes Alone. Who? I think he's talking about
I think he
Claudio.
means Home Alone.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Home Sweet Home Alone? I don't know if I want to look it up. I'm not gonna look it up. I'll get a weird search history and weird
I'm gonna
ads.
check it out. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah,
please
mine is pretty much fucked anyway.
take the
So
bullet for me, Joey.
Home Sweet Home Alone. Okay, so that must be the reboot of Home Alone, I think. Oh
I
yeah.
feel it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
he's clearly talking about Claudio because the kid is a little bit chubby. Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
Claudio is at World's Smallest Open Mic, doing
Like we
comedy.
said, like 3 times this was began.
Probably killing it.
Oh
I would
yeah, for
think.
sure. I hope. Or either that or he's dying of a heart attack or something.
How's Cowboy Bebop? You watched
Uh,
it? Was it good?
yeah, I watched the whole
Thumbs
series.
up.
Like,
Thumbs down.
at first, I didn't want it to watch the whole season because
Mm-hmm.
the 2, 3 first episode, it almost felt it was bad. Like
Oh, really?
the first episode, yeah, Claudio was in that shit movie. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
But he really brought up the value,
Mm.
the production value of the whole thing. That's what I heard.
Home Sweet Home Alone.
Yes, he brought it from a 3-star to a 4-star just because he was there.
Okay, when you talked about value, I thought that was a budget of the movie because he broke everything, and then they needed to rebuy everything he fucking broke.
Yeah, he really upped the production value because they had to take like a break for a week after he
Yeah.
broke all the cameras.
And then the director was like, "Yeah, your absence is priceless." No, but Cowboy Bebop, the series though, it's kind of weird because I'm a big fan of the anime. Like it's my favorite
Yeah.
anime that ever been done, and I'm really a big fan of whatever does Shinichiro Watanabe. Like I'm not big into anime in general, but like
Mm.
this guy makes some of the best anime I ever watched, and basically like it's weird because they kind of make some change in terms of like the story and everything, and that makes sense because if I really wanted to watch this very same fucking thing, I'll be watching the anime and I wouldn't be waiting for an adaptation, right? So I understand it's an adaptation, but the thing they stick kind of like really loyal to the anime is kind of weird because aesthetically they wanted to keep it as much as possible like the anime,
Yeah.
but at time it kind of looked like a porno spoof. Like
Yeah, but the anime at time looks like a hentai. So let's.
not really.
Have you seen the girl character?
Faye Valentine, yeah, she's just light. Her dressing is just a little bit light. Yeah, it's not a hentai.
No, but her boobs are like as big as her head in the drawing, and they're like so like tight and like round.
She's a femme fatale. Of course, they're gonna like put emphasis in her fucking body.
No, I know, I understand that. I'm just saying. I don't think. I think it looks. Sometimes it like if I give you a still shot of it,
Jesus
where
Christ.
she's there, to someone who's never seen Cowboy
not everything
Bebop,
is porn.
I think that they would think it's hentai. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Faye Valentine. Okay, let's see.
Like, look at her objectively. Like, not as like I'm not criticizing. Like, I'm not saying Cowboy Bebop's not good. I'm just saying like she's way sexier than she needs to. They drew her like it's not a real person. Obviously,
No,
like,
obviously. Oh wait, I have
like you can't tell me that whoever drew her wasn't horny when they drew her.
No, I don't think so. I think they tried to go for femme fatale, but like entire screen. Where the fuck? Ah, there you go. So yeah, that's basically her, Faye Valentine, and do you have a bunch of dumb cosplay just under that? You see it?
Yeah, and the shot you're showing me looks like a hentai.
Oh no, I've seen hentai, and let me tell you something that has nothing to do with hentai. Let me tell you, that has nothing.
I've seen hentai, and it looks like that.
It looks like that. We didn't watch the same fucking hentai, that's for sure. No. But honestly, it's not because you see anime characters being like lightly dressed that means it's hentai.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I
like
guess
it's not remote. It doesn't remotely look like a hentai. Like it just I mean, come on, it's just she's slightly dressed. I understand that, but she's kind of a femme fatale, and that's a change they made. That like in the series now, that the dressing is a bit more tasteful, and they kind of focus more on the badass aspect of the thing, like where she does martial art and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Where
All
in the
right.
anime you don't see her do that often. But
No.
the way in the anime she would do it like a really traditional femme fatale, meaning like
Mm,
flirting with the because they're a bounty hunter. So she will flirt with the bounty, and when he got his guard down, he will. I would just get her gun out and like just keep the
yeah.
sexy pose while being like you're under arrest or something like
Yeah.
that, which is kind of
She's
funny.
more like Catwoman that way. Like
Oh
she's
yeah,
more
exactly.
of a yeah.
So
Like a con artist. She's
yeah,
a con artist.
that's
That's like her
exactly a thing.
superpower is being a con artist.
Yeah, basically, like because Cowboy Bebop, the thing to know, it's an anime where it's kind of a space opera. It happens in 2071, and
Mm,
the idea behind it is like you have a bunch of bounty hunters called cowboys in that thing that goes through the solar system to catch criminals, like in space.
mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a mix of a lot of genre, right? You have western, you have Hong Kong type of action movies with Spike doing the martial art, and also the gunfight. It looks a lot like old John Woo movies. You have a noir movie like the old like the private investigator type of thing with like the Humphrey Bogart type of thing. Sometimes you see the aesthetic popping
Yeah.
out, crime
Yeah.
drama, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot, and also you have the sci-fi, cyberpunk, space opera. It's a big mix of different genre,
But it
and at,
mixes well. It
it
doesn't sound
mixes
like a
well in the anime.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the series, in the two, three first episode, it doesn't. Like it
You know,
feels, yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I saw the trailer and like the only thing that I could say that I'm a little like I didn't like was that they used actors that I know. I wish they
Oh,
would have used fresh faces so I wouldn't associate them with anything, you know?
yeah, okay, yeah, I understand what you mean. Uh, and I think it's a guy. It's quite a good nod that he took, like the guy he took for Spike Spiegel, because
Mm.
Spike Spiegel is kind of like inspired by Bruce Lee in the anime. So the fact that he already played Kato, it's kind of funny to me because it's a nice, like a little wink wink. I don't know if they thought about it, but it's kind of funny that they took a guy that played Kato. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, the three first episodes are really bad. I think it almost felt at some point that it was just a guy that got out of cinema school and just trying
Yeah.
all the fucking crazy effects he could try, like the Dutch angle, and then you have like all those close-ups that makes no fucking sense, and then the slow motion that shouldn't be used, but when it should be used, it's not being used. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's come a dramatic moment in the first episode where you have the girl going out and you have like that little jazzy music, like really tragic. That will make sense to have a really slow emotion, like where you have that
Mhm.
look between the girl and Spike Spiegel, but they don't
Yeah,
use it
yeah.
there. But I see them like use like a slow motion in the first scene when there's a shooting, right? So
Mhm.
I think they're kind of struggling to to figure out at time what the tone should be, because it's either a fan service for the sake of fan service. Sometimes it feels like fan service porn or just a simple dumb porno spoof. But by the fifth episode, hey Peter,
Peter.
by the fifth episode though, it's getting listenable, and then the
Mhm.
ninth episode and the 10th episode, it's really good. Like
Okay.
yeah, so don't get discouraged by the fifth five for first episode. Just keep going until you get to the end. The payoff is pretty good. The main thing that my main thing I don't like though, it's the how they depict Sid Vicious, because Sid Vicious in the anime is more cold and calculating.
Yeah.
In the series they make him to be more like a brat, a
All
spoiled
right.
brat that doesn't get his way. And
Yeah.
Julia, she changed a lot also in the series, like she has a more a bigger role, and that's really interesting that she's the one that they twist into a femme fatale, which is really interesting, and I can't wait to see that. But now I'm watching Cowboy Bebop the anime with my girlfriend because she never
Mhm.
seen it, and
Yeah.
she's telling me she loved this the anime better,
Yeah.
which is crazy because she doesn't like cartoons at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the funny thing about it is I feel like the three first episode also it's kind of rushed. They have to cram a lot of shit in the episodes, which is crazy to me because Cowboy Bebop, the anime, it's 20 minutes episode, and they drag it longer. They let the atmosphere being installed, they let the scenery, it's more contemplative experience, right? And it's 21 minutes episode versus a fucking 1 hour episode where it almost feels like they want to put so much shit in it that they don't have time, and they do like all this jump cut and crazy cut, and the rhythm is way too fast, and that's weird to me as a Cowboy Bebop fan like of the anime, coming to that, seeing the series and being like, it's way too fast. There's so
how many episodes
shit happening.
How many episodes?
10.
How many episodes?
10.
I have a question. Do they do the anime run?
Yeah, they have the anime on Netflix.
No. Do they do the anime run on the?
No.
That in the live action.
Like
they just run regular.
Yeah. No, in Cowboy Bebop they run regular too. They don't have the anime run. The anime run is the Naruto run.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, like
they don't do that. And are you sure? I feel like I've seen the girl in yellow.
It's just in Naruto
like
they do that though.
But when you have a shot from up there, I feel like I've seen it. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah. Hey Peter, how have you been doing, man?
I'm just chilling. No, I was hearing you talk about the Cowboy Bebop, and like you're honestly like the 50th person that talked about how bad it was. It was like, but it only makes sense. I don't know. They can't.
I'm not saying it's bad though. Like the first episode are to me are unwatchable, and it gets better after the 5th episode, and the finale is kind of good. I like the twist where it's going. Like I said, the main thing I don't like is the first episode. It feels like they don't know which tone to have by moment. The bad guys, they kind of look like the bad guys from Adam West Batman adaptation.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is fucking corny, but at some point you get used to it and you see, okay, that's where you're going with it. Like you're trying to kind of recapture like the noir element from Batman the animated series from the 90s, I guess. Which I get. It's kind of interesting. I don't mind. Like if I really wanted it to be royal to what the anime is, basically, like I would watch the anime at this point. But there's a thing. I think they were trying to be too loyal to things that they shouldn't have been loyal, like the costume design. Because really, when you watch a costume design, it kind of looks like a fucking porno spoof. And my girlfriend made the comment, like the fact that they're all wearing always the same clothing every fucking day make it look more like a costume.
Yeah. But
they look like Halloween costumes.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's anime. No, I don't know. These guys, I think that they should stop adapting Japanese things. Like you just keep fucking it up.
But Cowboy Bebop should have been something the easiest thing from like Japanese anime, like in the Japanese anime, because it's so you can see like there's so many inspiration from Western culture. Like all the genre that like the most oriental element of Cowboy Bebop is like the Hong Kong action movies from the 90s that you would see, like the gunfight, the martial art. That's the only thing. The rest is westerns, noir movie, space opera. Like you have cyberpunk.
Plus, they already did Firefly, right? Serenity, which is
Serenity.
It's the same.
It's the same. Okay, I didn't know that.
It's pretty much like people were saying it's the same, and then I watched the anime and I was like, this looks absolutely this. They even didn't change the language, like they speak Mandarin
in Serenity.
Yeah.
I have to watch it. So what is that? It's like is it a cowboy like a bounty hunter stuff?
Yeah, it's bounty hunters in space. It's a western in space, and
that's like a huge cult following. That's a huge cult following. That.
Yeah. I think you'll like it. It's a Joss Whedon thing. Okay. Where like it's supposedly the best show ever made.
Yeah, they canceled it, and that started everything. These cancels like, what the fuck? Like, no, finish it. And then they made a movie. It sucked.
Yeah, the movie wasn't good. But apparently that guy like still gets harassed to keep making the series.
Yeah. People go crazy with fictions. Like that kind of remind me like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle with Sherlock Holmes. He killed off this character with Moriarty. And like his mom would speak to him, and he would receive a lot of death threats because of that. Oh yeah, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, but that's like a state. Like I wouldn't touch a story that's already established. I'd just make my own new one and just call it a day.
Oh, that was his own fucking story. That's the worst part of it.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Sir
he's talking about the
Conan Doyle,
original
it's like-
author of
Oh, the
Sherlock
original
Holmes.
artist. Okay, I thought it was another guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed him off, and then his mom would talk to him. It's fucking crazy.
You're a fucking dick.
It's,
You're not
it's
my
crazy
son.
How we get it.
You're not my son.
You're not my son. Sherlock Holmes is the son I always wanted to be. I've created him. Exactly.
Exactly.
Your imagination is more interesting than you.
Yeah.
Shit.
My creation sucked. You're a Moriarty, and you should just die.
So how is your week, Peter? How's everything?
I'm good. That's good. It's been good times, man. A lot of shows.
Yeah,
Everybody,
yeah.
all of us doing the shows, man. I like that shit.
True.
I actually missed like doing the Dirty Four freaking. Cause I was like, normally I'm like, but the moment I hear Peronis or any other freaking, I'm like, yo, I got to do it. And now I'm like, I feel like I'm in a very good vibe in terms of like being present on stage. Like now I'm actually feeling like I'm just talking. So I'm like, oh, this is a little bit different now. Now I was like, because like before I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing crowd work. I'm like, no, I'm not doing crowd work. I'm like saying something and anticipating something. Now I'm like actually just talking to people. So it's like, oh, this is actually different. I like this.
Yeah, I feel that that's kind of the one of the things. Like we talked about a little bit about that on Messenger, but when you talk to other comics about crowd work, I feel like they kind of overthink it. Like they feel like they absolutely have to be funny every time.
Yeah.
But it's like when you write jokes, right? When you write something and you already have in your mind that has absolutely to be funny, you don't write anything because you don't give yourself the chance to like get it out on the paper and then work it out to make it funny.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah.
Because like I don't like because I remember like Chris pointed out he's like since I don't really segue to the next joke, I just almost like just put like topic point and I go. It's like now I'm like, okay, even if I do the crowd work, I could just like snap it right back into a joke. Like it won't phase it or anything. So it's like, I'm like, I kind of like that, and it's just different. It's just different. Like I like to see the different type of crowds. Now I'm like, okay, this is the Peronis crowd. This is the Bad Boys crowd. This is the So now I'm like, oh, okay, this is like Peronis crowd. I'm like, oh, this is different. Like first I was like, oh, everyone's like, oh, they're tough, and I'm like, okay, they are. But then it's like, oh, shit. Then it's like, oh, okay, they want to be talked to, but you just like don't roast them. So it's like, like you can roast them, but like
Peronis?
Don't say you're gonna stab them in the back street and stuff like that.
Well, that's
why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I don't know.
I don't understand.
He said the same thing. No joke.
My whole comedy is
fucking
based on
zombies.
stabbing people in the front row.
Oh,
You know what's
shit.
funny? When you're scared for your life. That
Yeah.
makes me laugh
That's
so
fucking
hard.
hilarious.
Comedy is about making tension and releasing it, right? So
Yeah.
what's better than a good old stabbing?
No, I
Nothing
can
better
roast
to
them,
release
like,
the
I-
tension than snapping somebody's neck and stabbing him in the throat if he's not dead yet, right?
Okay, well, I was thinking the stomach, but sure.
Yeah.
Like not roast. Like you can roast them, but like not that far. Like not be like I'm gonna kill you in front of your family. It's like okay, well, bro, like you can't.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
roast. The roast doesn't even exist anymore. You incinerated it at that point.
Yeah, it's overdone.
You cremated the roast. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, Alessandro though, man.
He's been
so
killed.
good.
I heard. No, I saw him at Melrose. He actually like. I liked how he was at because he just roasted Amber for like 5 minutes. But then on other things, it's like okay, like certain hosts are not gonna accept that. So
No.
So it's like it's not. You can't be doing that.
But he's not.
depends
He
on-
doesn't go too far. I feel like
Yeah.
he stays within the limits of like what is like. I feel like he doesn't touch on any sore points for the person. You know?
Just because for in my case, he just picked up the fact that I come from a really small town out of nowhere, and he said like, yeah, he's in Montreal because he's tired of fucking his cousin. So
Yeah.
there you go.
That's
So
like
it's
simple
never
joke.
like he's a fucking retard that can't read, and his parents are a bunch of his brothers and sisters or that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
But it depends. Like someone like you or like pretty much us. It's like whereas like if he was doing something like that, it's like okay, fine. I think with Amber, he did his popsicle joke, and it actually got like a huge pop. But yeah, part of it was his family, but like the whole room, like just like they lost their mind. But he just did the joke, and then he's like, oh, he again eats cannolis like he eats his penis, and he did the popsicle joke where he's like, and he's fucking doing the thing, the mic tap. I was like, oh shit, yeah, like he just went off. But then there's certain other rooms like they're not gonna. And I know for other rooms, especially when you're like you can't be like doing their jokes and you're like the fuck like
I know some hosts that won't take that, like they would be that'd be a reason, like I don't know, like I won't name them, we can talk about it more about after the show, but like I kind of have an idea which room he would get banned from if he start doing it.
There's a couple of those where, and I'll tell you after the show, is like there's some comedians like, I roasted the guy, it was cool, and he's but you don't hit me back up, and then I hear the other side and I'm like, oh no, they fucking hate you, bro. Like you're not going back. You're not going
that's
back.
the thing I noticed with the comedians is they will never necessarily say it in your face that they don't like you roasting them.
Yeah.
Until like when you hit them and you're like, hey, can I be on your show? And like, I'm gonna check the list, and they never come back to you.
They don't come back, or just leave you on red. Sorry, you were saying?
Because no one's gonna do that. I'm not gonna message another comedian and be like, I don't like it when you roast me. Please stop. Like that's so pathetic.
Yeah, but I would say it to their face though. Like if they tell me like they roast me about something I don't like, I'm like, I didn't like you roasting that, but
Yeah.
Don't you feel like they would lose respect for you?
No.
Because you didn't roast them back. You were just like, you hurt my feelings.
No, but if it's like stuff about my girlfriend and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure I would say, no, I don't like when you bring my girlfriend into it. Like I would talk to them, say stuff like that. I won't say you hurt my feeling or something like that, but I will explain why I didn't like it. Maybe that's the joke that wasn't brought properly, and that's why I got upset to it, because it kind of more felt like an insult than as a joke. So maybe there's that, and we can have a conversation. I'm that kind of guy. Yeah. Instead of let's just say, oh, it's fine, don't worry, and then go behind his back and complain about the guy.
Yeah.
I think that's my problem. I'm an asshole.
Not
I'm a
really,
fucking
but
asshole.
In that sense, it's like no. It's like, people say it's an asshole, but it's like no, you're telling the person straight up. If that makes you an asshole, fine. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
no, I'm an asshole. Yeah. You're right, because if I was a good guy, I'll be complaining to everybody in town except the guy I have a problem with.
I mean, Oh, there's certain things that it's funny because I like certain things that happen, and I don't listen to like what people say. I usually.
You're right.
I usually like I'll see how they react to certain situations. So when I see certain things, they'll be like, "Oh no, like no hard feelings." Like, no, it's okay, no problem. I know how to plan for the next time. It's like, no problem. Then they'd be like, "Oh shit, how come you didn't do it?" No, I'm just no problem, man. I got you. Like I'm not gonna go behind your back. I know what you're gonna.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not like I have no time. Like I work from like 5 a.m. and then I do like comedy at nights. Like I have no time to plan shit. Like it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's like goddamn, I gotta just I'm just like, okay, I just know how to like, okay, this motherfucker's gonna do this if I do this. Make sure this motherfucker's not there. That's all. Don't kill him, but I mean like.
That's why you're one of the most fun comedian to hang around with, because you never talk shit about anybody. We just drink and just shoot the shit. It's just
shoot the shit. I'll say something, but shit I could say it to the person's face. Like I have no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no problem. I have no problem. If you be like, yo, you said this, I'm like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck you want me to do? But like,
yeah, and I can say it again. So this, that.
yeah. You want a live version of it? Like, what the fuck? But like I don't really, but like at the same time, I'm like I'm not thinking. I'm always thinking about getting better. Like I have no time to think about the other person. That's when I see other people like, oh shit, this person got this. Before I used to be like, I was like, oh fuck, man, I wonder how they got there. Now I'm like, man, they work, man. I can't.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't disrespect their fucking hustle, man. Like, they work, man. I'm working. Yeah. Everybody's working. Like fuck off, man. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And you're gonna be hosting the next show. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, should be good. I'm missing the two next week though. That one, I don't feel great about it. I should have checked my fucking calendar before saying yes to this fucking thing.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh no, that happens, man. Like usually, like I said, to me, the only reason why I would miss it is like if it's like for Peronis, where it's like, that's kind of like the spots where I want to be.
Yeah.
Where I want to be, or if it's like an audience that I've never done, then I'd be like, okay, but everything else I can reschedule. But like, I think like the next week, I think I'm on the Red Room. I think, or 2 weeks.
On Thursday?
I'm not sure. Actually, no, it's a Wednesday. Actually,
I'm on the Red Room in December.
Oh, December 8th, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's me and you, Vicky. When is the 8th? Is it?
It's a Wednesday.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, it should be fine.
Yeah, that week is gonna be nice. I think I have like everything lined up for
That's
that
cool.
week.
Next
There's
week I'm
so
doing,
many mics in Montreal now. So
yeah,
many.
true.
Wait. I want
True.
to hear Joey's thing, and then we have to talk about the mics. We have to talk.
No,
about
next Thursday I'm doing Bad Boys du Rire, and
Woo!
that's wow. Every time I was
That's
booked
really
on this
cool.
fucking thing, there were something happening. Like the first
Yeah.
I think I was booked the first time they were the pandemic. I was booked
Yeah.
the second time, and then they closed down everything again.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm booked again on December, and I have a pressure to my asshole now. I'm like, fuck, man. I hope nothing's happening. Like
Yeah.
at this point, I'm expecting a fucking kaiju.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking from
Freaking
the apocalypse.
kaijus. But Vicky, why don't you hit them up though? Why don't you hit them up? Hit them
Oh,
up.
I'm busy studying right now, and I have to.
Yeah, but on Thursday, you can hit them up. It's nice. It's a freaking really good. And plus, they have bad girls during. So it's like now it's just like all girls.
Yeah. No. Oh, you mean yeah, that show? Yeah, I want to go on that show eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
should,
feel like it's a better show though, isn't it?
Bad girls. Fucking
No,
Bad Girls
but
is-
no. I'm just saying that the people who are producing that show, bad boys or bad girls. Like I'm not
yes,
distinguishing. I'm
they're
just saying,
spreading a
like I
lot of
think
care in their thing.
it's not like like the other open mics. It's like a little bit more.
No, it's an open mic, but yeah, it's like more production. It's like how it's like how Sid has like his thing where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I have open mic, and then Peroni's like, but you look at the Brass Doors, you look at that, but like they have like their one venue and they use that for like their main, which is like I think it's smarter. Like it's it makes it seem like it's a comedy club, but it's not a comedy club.
That's cool.
In French, there's a couple of places like that. Like you have Le Jockey, which is there's some comedy shows there, not always the same people. There's La Marche d'à Côté, which is again not a comedy. It's not a comedy club, but there's a lot of comedy shows going on there. I think there's L'Abreuvoir. They have the same fucking thing going on too. So,
but like the only difference is like I say with Peroni's, Melrose, and Raw, and then Brass Doors, it's only
straight out of Montreal stuff.
It's only Sid, and then like them, I think it's like Club Essence. It's only Bad Boys.
Club Essence. Oh, okay.
It's like a bar restaurant, but like that's like it's in I forget what building, but like it's but it's cool. It's like it's just a different. It's a different vibe. So it's like I'm like, oh shit, this is like first I'm like, okay, this is like a black audience that actually like listening to comedy. So it's like, okay, I want to see how well they like it. Whereas like Big Will's is like it's just like a party and like what I don't know what I was like, oh shit, this is different. Like okay, I have to master that. But yeah, that was freaking crazy. That was like they're like waiting for the food, or pissed off, and then you're trying to tell jokes. You're like, shut the fuck, like they don't give a fuck.
Throw you their chicken bone, like shut up, get out of my stage, peasants.
No, because I remember when Vance was like pointing it out. I'm like, yeah, it's true. Because I'm like, yo, the two last guys handled them no problem. He's like, after they ate. I'm like, after they ate the party. I'm like, oh, okay, that. But but the only thing that breaks it is Asim murdered. Like he.
Yeah, but he's really good. Like he's.
Yeah, but he's not born that way, you know. He has to work with.
No, I know. I'm not saying like, we can't achieve the same thing.
Good,
I'm just saying like he's
no, he
his work ethic is like impeccable. Like he's
he does he has like a solid set. Like he has like he doesn't break away from it. But like I think the only thing he did was like he yelled. That was the only time he's like I never yelled at ever. Like if I did that to my wife, she would just divorce me. I'm like, okay, it wasn't that bad. It was
Christ.
But he was just like he has like that freaking like he like that's like well written like set.
Yeah,
but
he's a really good writer. Do you remember at Will's show? Like we were all doing like so, and then like it seemed like it's just like everybody loved him from the minute he went on.
Yeah, Asim did well. People listen to you. That's why I was like, oh, that's why I realized I'm like, oh shit, the girls control that audience. Because the moment you went on, like you didn't realize from our side, everyone went dead silent. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, they didn't do that shit with me. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, yo, man. Like,
man, you can manage it. People not respecting you.
Yeah, son of a bitch. No, like legit. Like I had them in the like yeah. When you went on, like Aussies, I remember like it was like me, Randy, and Vance were looking like it's like yo, look at this shit. Like everyone was like dead silent. They're like giving you like time to tell you jokes.
Oh no! Like when I went in, them so bad.
Yeah. Oh, because when I went on, I remember I was like they were talking. They're like I just keep hearing talking from everywhere. So I was like, what the fuck? And then at one point, this guy comes with the camera and he starts flashing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he flashing?
That was good what you did, though. That was good.
Well, I tried to like react to it. But now if I was present now, like that made me learn, like, oh shit, now I'll just be present with what the fuck's going on instead of trying to do jokes. Like I saw the guy like flashing the camera. I'm like, all right, cool. Flash. And I kept posing, and then like, the freaking crowd's like, yeah, freaking flash. Like just like going with it. I was like, all right, that's cool, man. Then I would start doing my bits, and everyone was like, nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, get the fuck out of here, bits. The fuck telling jokes? Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's something this to everyone. They would like. I would see people watching their fucking TikToks, like scrolling through the video reel on Facebook while someone was on stage. I was like, oh my god, this is so brutal.
All the time, yeah. Like Randy got him. Like he got him in the beginning. And then the same thing. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck. Like they just dissipated. But Vance did well. Like he just powered through it. Like he just. That's why I felt the
Vance
difference.
Vance had the roughest time, I think, because he got yelled at and everything. But
the yelling was a good thing. And then you weren't there for the disrespect at the end. Because I think you were outside. You were outside. I think I think you were about to leave or something. I can't remember where you were.
Mm-hmm.
But this girl came in the back, and she's all like, it's like I think she went to Big Norm and Natish. She's like, oh, you guys saved the show, and then Vance is all like, yo, fuck that shit. No, I fucking killed. And you're like going out. It was like a weird. It was a weird.
Okay.
But it was like Asim and Vance did well in like different aspects where like Vance just like 50 minutes off the top of his head he did it. Maybe it wasn't as a killer, it wasn't like a killer set like Asim, but it's still like, oh, he did it.
He was there in the moment. You know?
He was in the moment.
He was connecting with them. Yeah.
Sorry, I should have kept playing basketball because my cat was playing with something, but I didn't want it to disrupt the podcast, so I was just searching for stuff to throw at her that won't like kill it. So basically, I just found something to throw at her, and that just went like a little woo, and then right on her fucking head, she just like make a jump and run away when she received it on her head.
I love how cats get scared randomly.
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious. But if you have ever a cat, if you want a lot of fun, you're kind of a sadist also like me. You can try to put a cucumber right behind them.
I heard about that. I seen those videos.
Because they think it's a snake. So usually what I like to do when they don't move fast enough, I just give a little kick to the cucumber to make it move a little bit, and then the cat go nuts.
Yeah, they freak out, man, all the time. They like,
oh yeah.
Jump out of nowhere. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I never knew about, like, I had a cat. I never knew about that though.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Cats are fun though. Like not in the same way as a dog, but they're fun.
I like them because they're just like I don't want to walk outside. I'm like, yeah, fucking
exactly. They can take care of themselves, and they're always in a fucking weird mood, doing some weird shit. I love it.
Yeah.
I remember.
Cats, you can walk them out though. Like I seen it.
Yeah.
People walking out cats. Yeah.
Yeah, you could. It's just like you don't have to though.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's on their own time though, and you have to train them to be able to walk on a leash, not to just start like laying around like a fat fucking asshole in the middle of nowhere. You know, like you're walking it's like, the sun is great here. Fuck you. Then you just lay there and you're like, come on. Stop, man. I'm sleeping.
Shit. Yeah. No, I can't. Yeah. No, cats are too damn lazy. I just put it on my shoulder. Like, all right, we're walking.
Like your parrot.
Oh, that's nice.
We're walking. No, actually, no. I just don't like that. Sometimes they're like too sporadic. That's why I just don't like them. Sometimes they be like just chilling, and all of a sudden they like freaking get up and start running. It's like, yo, what the fuck? What do you want, man?
I love that.
Cats are fun. I don't know if you ever noticed, but sometimes cats, what they do, they watch through the window and they start making weird noise with their mouth.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird. But you're not used to it. You're like, you okay? What's happening? And she's like, and then you see her teeth and like her, and she makes that fucking. It's almost like Hannibal Lecter talking to that girl in like Silence of the Lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, and the same eyes, and she's just like.
They look like little demons.
Oh, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, I remember my mom like if the cat used to do that, my mom just slap it like, "Hey, stop that!" it just calmed down. It is like, all right, hey, no, none of that.
harshing the cat's buzz. Like you just saw a mouse, and your mom is like, "That's enough."
That's enough. No,
That's
it's funny.
enough
My
of
mom
that
would be
from
freaked
me.
out if it's a mouse, but if it's a cat, nah, stop that.
If it's birds, it's like fuck it. You're a interior type of
Oh,
cats.
my dad used to fight with it. Like I remember we used to have a parakeet. Yo, my dad used to fight with that thing, and the thing used to bite him until he was like bleeding. It was crazy. I was like, Dad's like, all right, here's your pet. And then I think my sister like hit one of her kids. She hit the cage down, so the birds are flying. So he has to like catch the bird, put it in the all right, set the cage. But it's like biting. He's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, fuck.
What type of bird? A parrot or
Oh, like a parakeet,
parakeet?
Yeah,
like the smaller parrots.
Oh yeah. Okay,
like
okay,
between a parrot and a budgie.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what it is. Yeah, because a fucking parrots, like catching it, it's tough, man. Because they're fucking big. They can chop off your fucking
Yeah.
finger with that. So
Yeah.
That's it. My dad's like, okay, this is your fucking pets, and then like I remember I put my winter glove through it and like ripped through my glove. I was like, oh fuck that, that ain't my pet. Like, yo,
Oh my god. My sister used to have a parakeet like that, and it would love biting us. And
Yeah.
like it would hang out around the remote so that whenever we would reach for the remote, it would like bite our fingers and like
what the fuck, yo, man, I don't know. Nowadays I'd be like, nah, you're free. Get the fuck out of here.
no.
You're free. Hope a fucking cat eats you. Like, fuck that. Yeah, I fucking hate parakeets now.
oh yeah, really?
Man,
Yeah.
this isn't safe for Gabe. This podcast is triggering.
No, it's
For him.
triggering. I remember I told him about my dad doing that. He's like, yo, you should do a bit on. I'm like, no, dude, you already have.
And then you told him the story of the garbage bag, and he was like, "Oh."
Oh, but that's like the West Indian fucking. Oh, yeah, you can't. Yeah.
I have mental image of fucking Peter being like Jim Carrey in Batman, like seeing a fucking parakeet like coming at him.
Sure.
Yeah,
actually,
he's
no, they
a
don't even do
fucking
that.
cell
They
of an asylum with like his fucking thing with a lot of colors, like yeah, like this, like a nut guy.
Nah, they just make like chirpy sounds. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate those.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Can
like,
you believe
"Hello."
their ancestor were dinosaurs? It's fucking crazy, man.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Used to
They
be
look like
dinosaurs.
T-Rexes though.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
point, eh?
When they don't have feathers, they look like T-Rexes.
See,
Yeah.
that's what's freaky about these. Like I was thinking, I'm like, yo, I remember my buddy's like, okay, could we last in the Jurassic period? Screw
No.
eaten by the dinosaurs.
Nope.
Screw getting eaten by dinosaurs. Could you just survive in that environment?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's way too
With
hot.
like the insects they had, yeah, it's too
Yeah.
hot.
It's
I
too
bet
hard.
a bunch of
insects.
plants are like toxic and whatnot. Like
That's
there's
what I was
no-
thinking.
We have no fucking idea which one we can eat. It's a trial mistakes, and let's be honest, if it's just the three of us, we just have like 2 tries to figure it out.
We're done. We're done. I bet it's like the Amazon, but worse, right? Like it's
That's why
Yeah.
that's why you make a lot of children when that happens.
and I don't think I would last in the Amazon, so there's no
Nah,
way.
no, for sure.
Oh shoot, yeah. No, I wouldn't survive.
Ah, in the Amazons, yeah, no, that's fucking nasty. I remember that they used to have a show on French TV about these tourists that get lost in like really harsh environments, like not Bear Grylls, like the guy doing it on purpose, but
Oh,
like,
like an idiot, yeah.
Oh, like
yeah,
me.
no, not a bunch of retards, just like
No.
idiots that
I
makes
got
a
lost in
bunch of
Spain
mistakes.
once. Oh, okay.
Spain?
Congratulations. But what happened is they were what that guy in jungle. He tried to sleep on the ground, but he figured because there were so many insects, they were already eating him. So it was kind of like it was he hurt. So he realized what was happening to him, like
Yeah.
insects trying to eat him, and he's like, okay, I have to sleep in the trees because otherwise I'm
No.
getting eaten. Yeah.
No, because like now you have like random animals that like you have leopards and all the type of shit
Yeah.
climbing trees. Like, what
But you're
Pick your
better off
poison.
sleeping in a tree
Yeah, there exactly.
because the leopard can also get you on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like no, but most of those animals, like if you see how fast they can climb a tree, it's like you're like
Yeah.
no matter where.
Usually a leopard, it works. It's like they kill you on the ground, then they grab
Drag
you
you
by
up.
the neck, and like while you look like a
Yeah.
fucking rag doll, they bring you on the tree and they eat on the tree.
Oh, actually, no, I could be confusing with a jaguar because I know leopards.
Mm.
Leopards have the biggest. I
They
think they
can
have-
go anywhere, the leopards and the jaguars. They can
Yeah,
go
pretty
in the
much.
tree, in the water, and there's nowhere you can sleep.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yep.
fuck that. I ain't sleep. That's why I'm like naked and afraid. I'm like, oh, you're on your own with that shit. Like, I ain't
They get it afraid.
afraid. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Yeah, you ever
Oh,
see that
there's a
show?
movie I'd like to watch. It's called Deliverance.
By the
Oh,
way,
shit.
how long do they stay naked and afraid?
Did you stay naked though for like the? I mean, I mean, it's a. Hey,
Possible.
Emily, what's up? It could be
Hey,
like
Emily.
it could be like I think it's a half an hour show, but like with editing and everything, it could be like a whole day.
Oh, that's nothing. A day
Oh,
naked in the woods is
What?
just like a...
Are you fucking insane? In the shower, I fucking hate it. Like the first thing I want is like to put the fucking towel all over me so I'm not naked any longer. I fucking
Are you
hate
a
being
never
naked.
nude?
I'm never nude. I fucking hate it.
You're a never.
No, I hate being naked. Like even on
he
summer.
fucks in the blankets.
You're
Oh,
like
there's a reason-
Tobias in the rest of development. You're always wearing these little shorts.
Hey.
Not even. I hate wearing shorts. I hate wearing like t-shirts. I like to put long sleeves. Like no, I really hate being naked or showing anything. I don't like it.
Shit, I like.
Do you have
banging
weird
anywhere.
tattoos or something?
No, I have nothing.
Like
No,
a
you
weird
just-
scar?
it's
Do you,
just a
do, are
weird
you,
stuff.
do you have really big nipples?
No. It's all kind of normal. It's kind of
Kind
normal.
of.
It's
Kind
not.
of
It's normal for a guy that doesn't do anything of his days. Like that,
Yeah.
everything makes sense if you look at my body naked. But I don't like being naked. It's just the state of being naked. It feels like something is missing.
Yeah, your clothes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
You
I
don't like
like
feeling vulnerable.
Yeah.
maybe it's that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Would it be something like it goes with I don't like being naked and then finish in 30 minutes me crying being like my daddy never loved me.
No, I'd be like more
Exactly.
like I'd be more like I'm on TV, so now I'm like, oh shit, I gotta be hard all the time, and it's cold, and like, oh, for
That
fuck's
would
sake.
be so awkward. What?
Yeah,
You would
exactly,
be
right?
hard the whole time? Like there's a
I
bunch of
would
cameramen
try.
filming you and stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe you're thinking about something.
yeah, I'm trying. Well, obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it because I'll die. So it's
Yeah.
like,
It's a
now
day. You can't die in a day.
being hard for 24 hours.
No, but I'm just saying, well, baby, I don't know how you guys
Yeah, that's
work.
No, I
called
think
being a
it's like
teenager.
Yeah, I think if it's like let's say you get like the pills and you get a hard on past 4 hours, you have to call a doctor.
Yeah.
But you don't need to. They blur out your stuff, right?
Yeah,
they-
but I got the
Yeah,
film
but it doesn't
crew.
matter what if they fucking blur it out. If you have a hard on for like 4 hours, man, you have something wrong.
I'm just saying you don't need to be hard. Why would you need to be hard?
Oh, well,
Exactly.
I'm sure
But
I
you don't want
go
to
in
be
with, like,
hard
with-
when
with-
you're naked in front of people.
Are you
Yeah,
trying to
not-
intimidate the other animals into leaving you alone or something?
Yeah, you see a fucking grizzly and you're like, you imagine
Oh,
a
fuck
naked
'em.
woman, and then you have a massive boner. It's like,
And
oh,
they're
get
like,
out!
No, then you're going around and then if they like let's say someone talks shit to you like, yeah, you shut the fuck up. It's like, ah, nah, you small penis motherfucker. It's like, ah, shit, I can't even talk back.
Ah, yeah, I see.
exactly.
It's like,
The director's like, cut. You're like, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Look,
I
look
got
how
big,
hard
big
it is.
balls
It's
around here.
big, yeah, it's big again. And now I'm going into the wilderness. Now I'm gonna get shrinkage because it's cold and it's fucking. I'm like, oh, what is this? Nah, I don't like this at all.
Yep.
What? How's the movie going?
What's the movie? Oh, the movie. Oh, the movie's
Aren't
done.
you guys doing the same fucking movie?
Yeah, but
well, but because I'm only a little bit in it, so they kept going.
Oh, okay.
yeah, she was there for the first film, and then Gabe came back again, but I messed up and I forgot my coat, and I came like they legit shut off the road, so I was legit looking at my script. I looked up and I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, why the fuck am I near a mall? I'm like, what the fuck is this? So then I take the bus going back, and then I miss it again, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because it's like an industrial area. So
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I know which building I have to look for. What
Yeah.
Then I
Oh.
realized they shut off like a couple because the way it is like they missed like the whole fucking thing. So I was like, oh fuck, now I had to walk to go find this thing. I was like, oh fuck this, like it was ridiculous. But then I forgot my coat, so we had to do like cheap like editing things. But yeah, it was cool. Gabe came for a bit. He bounced. Then the last day was like, oh man, that was a fun time. I can't wait for Claudio to be here to be like, what the fuck, Claudio?
What did he do again?
No, Claudio, because there's like
You shot somebody?
no,
He Baldwin Gabo Messi?
No, he almost did something to a pizza guy, which was like I was like everyone was
that's
like, oh my
fucking
god,
hilarious.
stop! Because like apparently like he had like the fake stuff, the fake guns, and
I
then,
know
like the
exactly
ones-
what he did. Like you don't even.
He pointed
He
to
t-
somebody that doesn't
Yeah,
know
I
better.
thought it would
No,
be funny to
no,
point
no,
it to
no.
the pizza guy.
Gabe Gabe said, "Oh, the pizza guy's here," but Claudio heard, "Oh, Peter's here," so he went to go rush the door.
This guy's a fucking character. It's
Claudio,
impossible.
oh my god.
Oh,
Like
man.
this guy, if you tell me this guy has been written by Judd Apatow, I would have any problem to believe it.
Yeah, I would believe I'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, he's a cartoon
Jesus
character.
Christ.
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? You just charged a guy with a I was like,
Freeze, motherfucker! Pizza and it's all over the floor. Thanks, good job, Claudio.
Not to mention he's dressed like a gangster.
Yeah.
Like he's dressed like with his leather coat and stuff to look menacing. So
Yeah, it was
my
just
thing
like-
with him acting, I was always like, "There's no way this guy can play a fucking mob guy because he doesn't look like it. Like he looks too much like a good guy, right? His face, I mean."
that's it. That's the problem. Yeah. There's one
But
time I
I've
remember-
seen a couple of pictures of him with a gun. I'm like, okay, maybe I can see it now.
It's just like when he acts off the camera, it's just almost the same thing with comedy. When he acts off camera, I'm like, oh, I can believe this character. And then when the camera clicks, you're like, no, Claudio.
because
Oh,
he's
but
too happy that he has attention. So if it comes through, like he's just
Yeah.
like you can feel his happiness radiating. It's like no,
Like the
you're mad
moment-
right now.
Like the moment I see the shoulders go up, I'm like, ah, here it comes. He's not fucking.
That's why you need to be behind him and be like, no, Claudio, it's okay. Just be yourself. Just be
Yeah,
yourself,
just chill
Claudio.
the fuck. Like, yeah, you see this guy chill. Like, I remember he's doing the lines. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's fucking. Then all the times he was like, what the Claudio? It was freaking funny. It
All
was
right.
funny. But like, you know, like yeah, I fucked up on the lines a bit, but then I got like, I was like, it came smoother.
Yeah.
But then at the end, it was like, oh shit, the stuff that I didn't practice with the narration, I was like, it's narration, I'll just do it. Then I kept fucking up on that at the end. They're like, Peter, is this like the easiest part? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But like the regular lines was like, yeah.
Did he ask you to do the Morgan Freeman voice?
No, they just it was supposed to be like the voice I made for that movie.
Yeah, it's him. It's his character.
That would have been awesome if he had to do the narration like Morgan Freeman, and then like it's actually Peter making that voice, and then at the end you see, how do I know that? And the chair turns around and you see it's a Chinese person with
I'd be like,
Peter's doing the
"Yeah."
voiceover.
I'll be like, yeah, Chinese guy for the win.
You know, like
It's-
Morgan
it's
Pearson
Joey.
being Morgan Freeman.
Shit, oh man. Actually, we call it. Yeah, you guys didn't go. I don't know if you guys went earlier. Did you guys attempt or go to Grumpy's?
No.
We did. I didn't.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was
Is it
like.
any
when
good?
yeah, no, it's Grumpy's. Like I was just like.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
I remember
still
I went on
Grumpy.
stage. I'm like, no one's listening. I'm like, yeah, this is what I expected. This.
Yeah. Whoa, cat. Oh no, it's okay.
Yeah, kitty
Yeah.
cat. But no.
So Augustus, you want to say something?
What?
Come on, cat. Say something.
Well, she's not on the podcast, so
Too
get her
fucking
out of
late.
here.
Get the fuck away.
Oh shit! Oh god damn! He's smacking him up.
She's
smacking him up.
fired.
Yeah,
She's
fired.
fired.
Shit, fired. No, like the movie was fun. Like Victoria like acted well in there. She was,
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's pretty
thank
cool.
you. I was rethinking that in my head like for a whole week. I was like, oh, I could have done better.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
shot wasn't as good. I think that's the challenge. I think I understand the challenge of like movie. It's that like you don't know which shot the director's gonna use, and there's one where you did better,
Yeah.
and then there's one where the things aligned better. So
Mm.
like maybe they're not gonna use the shot where you did, you know.
No. They'll because that's what they do. They'll take the sound, so or whatever. So let's say like I remember I had like they're like, oh dude, like I did one line. They're like, okay, that was perfect. Yeah, I need you to do this. And they're like, okay, I like how you did this. So we're just gonna take the sound of this, put it in this.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool, man. That's fucking.
I wonder what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah. That's gonna be cool.
I don't know. I just feel bad for. I'm like, oh shit, I'm the main character. I'm sorry, guys. I was like, I was not like, it wasn't like. It was the same thing. I was like, oh shit, I should have fucking just got it. Like in certain scenes, I'm like they like what they saw there, so I don't know how it's gonna look, but like,
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, oh, this is not that. I could have done better than that.
Next
Same thing
time.
with- really, or I forget my lines.
I
What the
can't
fuck
wait
was
to see what kind of actors you two guys are. That's
Oh, I'm
gonna be
not.
funny.
It's just me. Like,
The kind that are not actors. Actually.
yeah,
Actually, it's not necessarily a bad thing because I've heard an anecdote from a guy going to an acting school, and they
Yeah.
have an exercise where they put everybody to sit on the chair to raise from the chair and get the fuck out. Like everybody that were usually good at these kind of stuff were overdoing it, and the guy that was kind of there, not really wanted to be there,
yeah,
just sat on a chair and took off. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he did it better because he wasn't even trying. He looked natural.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I heard Will Ferrell never got any acting
Yeah.
education at all.
That's
But
right.
it's visible. I mean,
You ever hear his thing with Kevin Hart and him? Where Kevin Hart
no.
No,
talks about him. I think it
no.
was on the Conan O'Brien show. He goes, he's the nicest guy ever, but he's the cheapest guy. Like he still has a BlackBerry, and he's like they're not gonna get me, and he's like who's looking for you?
Wait, Will Ferrell has a BlackBerry?
Yeah, apparently he has like a BlackBerry.
You have a social insurance number, man. They already got you.
Yeah, there's like, but
You're on
he's
the
like,
grid.
yes, exactly. But he's like, that's what Kevin Hart's like confused, and he's like, apparently he's saying like his clothes look like he just got them out of like a thrift store or something
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm like,
Those
okay,
people are fucking hilarious to me because like they don't realize like I'm like they put everything on anonymous. They put like they do all the thing they've seen on Medium and like TechCrunch to be anonymous online. But then
yeah,
what they don't realize is like just by buying a pack of gum, they can know exactly where they were, like at
yeah,
what time, how many cash they have, what is
yeah,
their purchase habit. It's not
yeah.
complicated for people from like Canada Revenue Services to figure out where you are, what you do,
Mm.
and
No,
you're
apparently,
already your files are somewhere. So
yeah, no, apparently you could like look up somebody's address like on the site.
online, right? I
Yeah,
seen it. I did it.
yeah,
Like figure out where people live like that. It's fucking easy.
yeah. My buddy used to do this. He's like, yeah, okay, this person's here. I was like, what the fuck? What? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking no. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
with the IP address, you can figure out like actually which country is from, and you can figure out also which internet provider he's using.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
true. That's why these guys that get caught back in the day with the pirating is like, oh shit. Oh, how did they find me? It's like, oh,
your IP
V-
address.
yeah,
Yeah. VPN is just you just pass it through another modem and then it goes to the internet.
yeah.
But really, if somebody is really motivated, he can just go through that router and then figure
Oh
out it's
shit.
not your actual computer and then figure out where it come from.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. But that's the problem. Like, how many people are that motivated?
Yeah.
Vicky is.
Oh, you
Vicky
think?
I'm really not.
I'm pretty sure. She's like she gets like one bad breakup. She's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking fuck. Oh, this
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
fucked, man. He's
I'm gonna fuck his credit score. I'm gonna
yeah.
buy
Everything.
like for $16,000 and farm.
Like I won't mention the person, but like apparently when this person like left their spouse or whatever, they fucking like she like went off on a like on his credit card, like everything. Like she just went off, man. Like did like events off his money. It was like fucking hilarious, man. That's freaking
Damn.
Oh man.
Being
like,
in a relationship for 10 years and hearing that kind of story, I kind of feel like a Linux user when there's a new ransomware and everybody on the all Windows user are fucking losing their mind.
yeah,
Yeah, because you see, like, I've been with my girlfriend for 10 years, so I see the Me Too thing going on and all that
yeah,
stuff, and I'm like, haha, sucker.
yeah. Well, I mean, depends. Like, yeah, if you don't like, yeah, if you like, you're not going out and freaking getting naked because so you're like you're good, man. Like you're good to go.
Right? But I also heard about stuff like the guy forgot to call her or something like that, and okay, I'm gonna go hashtag Me Too the guy.
I mean, I don't know to that extreme, but like,
Oh yeah, apparently that happened. Like yeah, obviously that'd be fucking idiot using it at every fucking sauce.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too much of a stretch to imagine. I mean,
No, no,
Yeah.
no. Like, yeah, like there's some crazy motherfuckers out there on
oh
both
yeah,
sides. On both sides. So it's like,
exactly. Like crazies doesn't have sex. He doesn't have nationalities. It's like Guz is the biggest communist because he spread the dumb in every fucking countries, every fucking race and genders and every sort of people.
not really. Like you, because you got motherfuckers that with their own agendas. So it's like
Yeah, there you go.
you got like motherfuckers be like, yeah, follow this, but like they just insert like a couple of new rules. You're like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I guess. All right.
You mean companies like Facebook that change their user agreement overnight, and then they
Yeah,
just
no
assume
problem.
by the fact that you're using their thing, you already agree with, and
I
then when
agree
you
with
have
it.
a problem, it's like, hey, then you watch the fucking user agreement. Oh, you mean that 30 pages fucking legal document that I cannot
Yeah,
possibly understand what's happening because I don't have the training for it, and then you change overnight in every 2 weeks. Oh, you
yeah,
mean that document? Oh no, I
yeah.
haven't read it. I don't have time for that.
We own you
Yeah, there you go.
and your likeness.
Mm.
Yeah, that,
Yep.
that was actually another thing where I was like, oh, that's kind of cool for the movie thing. It was like signing away your like your likeness and this and that and whatever.
That's great.
Yeah, I think Vicky wasn't there for that. The girl was supposed to be there for that.
Yeah, I didn't sign any of that. I
Yeah.
could sue them. I'm not
No,
gonna
but
do
they were assuming that nobody would be crazy enough to like take your likeness or doing something like that.
I was just gonna say, like, if someone uses my face to catfish someone, I would be curious as to how they get anyone to be interested in them.
Who they
shit.
get? I want to see who they
God
get with
damn.
that.
How are they flirting with this? Because I
Yeah.
don't have game.
What?
I don't
I'm,
have
I'm
game.
telling you, they're not really that good because I had a guy that agged me on Facebook, and I thought it was a guy from Brock, Ontario's, but that's kind of like really not too long after I went back from Cornwall, so I was like, yeah, maybe it's a guy from Brock, Ontario that was in town and watched comedy and add me on Facebook for some reason, I don't know. So he start like that was a guy with a dog, the picture, right? So I assume it was a guy and a dog. But the funny thing is, like, he starts saying, "Oh, I'm gonna show you my tits and my vagina." I'm like, you realize you have a dog.
You're on the wrong account, dude.
Yeah, at
You're on
least
your
get your
personal
fucking
account.
yeah, like at least look your fucking get your fucking catfishing straight, man.
Yeah, there's just a lot of those. There's just a lot of I've been getting a lot of catfishes or a lot of people. A lot of like my stories are just like random, like, "Hey, fuck me." It's like, oh, for fuck's sakes, like,
Oh,
these
you
guys
just
are
add
assholes.
them.
You
Huh?
add them.
Nah, I'm good. I don't
My
want to add them.
boyfriend does this. Like, we're like on the computer and they'll be on Facebook and you'll see,
Yeah.
I'll see like a friend request. I'm like, that's a bot. He's like, no, it's someone who wants to be my friend. And he's gonna go look him up and add them. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the
Oh
fuck?
wow, yeah,
Okay, yeah,
right.
that makes sense.
I don't even do that. I'm like, okay, who did you know? I'm like, I haven't seen that guy in years. Fuck that guy. Freaking. But then
Yeah.
I remember there's one where it's like, my favorites are the Instagram ones because I had two ones that
Oh, really?
made me laugh. Where it was like one was like, you want unlimited wealth? Join the Illuminati, and I was like, oh, okay. Then I was like, okay, cool. Fucking. And he's like, yeah, here's my WhatsApp. I'm like, what the fuck? You don't have a phone line? I thought you're with the. Why are you broke in the Illuminati? Like, this made me fucking.
Can you imagine?
Illuminati likes to use WhatsApp.
Can you imagine somebody signing up just because of his fucking logic? Is like, yeah, in D&D, I'm always doing evil characters.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. I have no problem with that. I was like,
I
but like, no, it's just like, yeah, it was just weird. And then one was like, you know who Warren Buffett is, right?
Yeah,
The
not personally,
guy,
but I kind of know
the
who it is.
Margaritaville guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he just owns all this. So I remember like I get this message like, "Hi, this is Warren Buffett. Have you heard of Bitcoin?" I'm like, "Really? Like Warren Buffett's gonna best?" Oh, okay, buddy.
Yeah, Warren Buffett is gonna call a bunch of fucking randos online just to get them
Yeah.
on Bitcoin.
Do
That
you
is
want to
a
buy my
well-established-
bitcoins? Like, that's
Yeah.
Warren
Like
Buffett's
Bitcoin,
strategy.
I'm trying to stay far from it because, like, I'm starting to see what kind of people are into it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's way too many fucking hustlers on this.
It's
I
like
feel-
gambling. So
yeah,
It's a
I think-
Ponzi scheme when you think about it, because the real money to be made with this, it's like at the beginning when it was the value was nothing and it was like getting its first peak.
yeah,
But that's also the problem with Bitcoin. I have it's like it's supposed to be a currency, but nobody's is talking about how you can use it to get shit or services from it.
yeah,
Yeah.
The only thing they're talking about is how they can get actual money from it.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
basically like an action that is tied to fucking nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't have value.
Yeah, but-
You could use it to trade it, but where?
No, but what I'm saying is it doesn't have intrinsic value in itself.
Like your money.
No, exactly. Kind of like that, but
Not
Yeah,
kind
it's
of like that. It's pretty much
gold
like
is
it.
yeah, like gold or silver is like, yeah, if you have like that's like that'll never really go too far down or too far up, but like
because you can use gold for something.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
just saying, like, this is nothing.
And gold, it never get rust or it never.
No.
It's that's why I'm really trying to get into buying gold right now, so I can like have an extinguisher when I get into depths.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah, same. Like I'm trying to just learn. Like I don't mind doing like the NFTs now, or I'm actually trying to get like figure that out because it's like owning digital product that like I don't understand. Like same thing like Bitcoins. Like why you need it, but people are making money, so I'm like I don't mind making the money. I hate when people act like, hey, yo, you want to learn this? It's like, oh, fuck out of here. Like, yo, like, nah,
Yeah,
no, this is a fucking scheme.
fucking trends, man.
Yeah,
I
But
know
with
when they,
technologies, it's always the same thing. When that was I remember when I started working in technologies, everybody was talking about fucking blockchains. They
yeah,
yeah.
say they use the word blockchains, but they don't exactly like explain how it pertains to whatever the fuck we're doing.
yeah.
Mm.
So it's just using blockchain for the fuck of using blockchains.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Just it's just like a neat thing to say so people can fucking
Yeah, it's a
understand.
buzzword.
Yeah.
It's like AI. Like
Yeah.
basically, they pitch me their fucking product. I'm like, you have no need for it for AI. I don't understand why would you say AI in your fucking presentation. That makes no fucking sense.
That's my boys.
Yep, the
That's my boys.
hustlers.
The hustlers, man.
Yeah,
Gotta hustle,
hashtag
man.
hustling.
I used to do like those affiliate marketing things, and
Ah, poor you.
those were like it was just way too much. Like some of it was legit. Like some of them were legit. Like some of them I could see. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not doing it. Some of them were actually legit, but it was just so much work just to get the because you had to make sure the team was working with you, and I was like, oh fuck this.
Mm.
Like
But yeah, there's no worse team players than a fucking salesperson.
Mm.
yeah, it's like you got motherfucker. I
Yeah,
don't
they're
know.
really competitive. Like working in a sales environment is the weirdest experience you can imagine. It's
It is.
pretty
It is.
much akin of being in a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like,
It's
even
a
yeah, when I did telemarketing, it was telemarketing was worse than affiliate marketing. Like
oh yeah.
telemarketing was like, whoa, like these guys, like you see how what these guys are fighting for, and it's like, man, you're not fighting for like you're fighting for $20. Like I could go to the mall and get like a survey in a random back of the fucking mall, and I'll get $20. And those were
Yeah.
weird. Those were fucking. What does this look like to you? I don't know. A fucking plug. What is this? I don't know what the fuck that is. All right, here's $20. Like what the fuck happened? Like what is this?
Dude, once I had to sales like services for lawn on February.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Like, like I explained to Victoria how I am and why I'm bad at marketing. It's because I always get outside of my body and I see myself doing something that I don't agree with and I start judging myself really hard.
Mm.
So at that moment, like every time that they were customer being like, dude, it's February there. I have like 10 foot of fucking snows in front of my on my lawn. I'm not thinking about it. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. I know.
Yeah.
But I got to fucking sell it to you.
Yeah, like I was doing like this thing, but it's like I was doing this thing that it was stupid because the way they were telling me to say it, it sounded like a fake product. But the thing was, they
Yeah.
actually had a legit product. It was like kind of like one of those terminal type things. They actually
Yeah.
had a legit terminal. They had a manufacturer that works with them. But for some reason, they're not mentioning them. They're just like, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, we go around, we talk to these. It's like, no, motherfucker, you have like sell that shit. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Oh,
so
is it a IoT type of stuff?
no, like when I was like interact type shit there, interact, like a square or something like that.
Like Internet of Things? Like you have like RFID tags, and then you just pass a one in front of it, and it.
Like yeah, same yeah, but like maybe like no,
Yeah, it's
well, I mean,
IoT.
it would be more like just like the like when you go to pay out like at the Maxi, you have like
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
yeah,
Internet of Thing, you'll have. Let's say you have on a row like a tense fucking thing, and you
yeah,
have to count them hand by hand and then put it in the device. Like if you use IoT, what the way it will work is like you add RFID tags on them, so
yeah,
everyone has like a really unique ID on them. And like
Mhm.
with the one, you can like connect. You have a internet connections between the RFID tag and the one, and
yeah,
then you can count them like just by moving it in front of it.
yeah. But that's more for like the commissary type thing. Like, that's more for like counting like I guess
Yeah,
stock
yeah.
or whatever the fuck. Like
It's
no,
just
this would
it's just one use of it though.
yeah. I guess it would be that, but this was like more like almost like Square, like where it's like it's almost like like pretty much like oh you want to do your business on your own. It's like okay you could use your bank card.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, you tap that in, but they had their own version, so it's like Square, but like their own version. And but they're like
Mm.
saying like oh we're just talking to other people. It's like no, you have your own. Why you
It's
saying it
almost
like that?
the way you make it look, the way you describe it, it kind of sounds like a pyramid scheme.
It sounds like it, but it's like but what my buddy looked it up. And then we started reading through, and I was like, no, actually, it's a legit bit. They have like they're all connected. So it actually, if you just promoted that,
Right.
it'd be like, okay, we have our own thing.
So you have one guy. How many people he brought in?
Me, I brought in. I can't even remember. It was like so low.
Okay, so
At
maybe
the end, I
let's
was
say he
like,
brings 3 people in. All right. So you have to bring how many people?
no, but no, that's the thing. I'm getting paid by hour, so it's not commission.
All right. Oh,
So-
okay, that's great. Because
So
I
it's
did
like-
one thing, you have no paying but the commission.
Yeah, so
really
like
need
you
to sell.
sorry, you had commission, but it was like you're getting paid by hour. So it's like it was just like it's like, oh, you get an extra $20 if you brought someone. It's like, oh, who's
Yeah.
a fuck? Like it was just dumb.
That's
And the
kind
thing
of
is,
your
like,
job, though. So that's who gives a fuck.
no, the thing that annoyed me is like I expected it to be like kind of like real sales, or like you go on the phone,
Yeah.
you open, you close the deal maybe later in the week or something like that. They're like, no. You find the prospects. The other guy will kind of like be the mediator, and then you have another guy that closes the deal. I'm like,
Oh,
What?
you're just
That's
oh,
bad.
No.
That's a bad
That
plan.
actually makes sense in some business environment. Like you basically what you were doing is just getting leads.
yeah, that's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
So you're
thought
not-
it was like
Oh, yeah.
I
that
thought
would
it was
make
like
sense.
it's like, oh, you're just get the sales, but it's like, no, you have to get the leads. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
and I have to say some like bullshit freaking script. At the end, I just remember I was like, yeah, welcome to fucking this week. Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So
I was
basically,
so
you're not
fucking
doing
annoyed.
you're not doing any sales. It's basically just like building a list, and then salespeople are gonna fucking take care of it.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
they lose it, that means my money's gone. So I'm like, nah, I have to depend on these guys. I'm like, oh, fuck that, man.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
yeah,
bad.
that's-
It's fucking at the end. I was like, "What the?" And then when I looked at the script, I'm like, "The script's bullshit." Like no, and I'm listening to everybody. I'm like, no one follows the script. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. And they're like, no,
Because
you follow
you're-
the script. It's like, no, but no one's following it.
yeah.
So I'm like, I just got annoyed. I should have just left, honestly. But like, I stayed for a bit, and then I was like, oh man, this is like, I just left at the end.
Yeah, sales jobs are fucking weird. Like I used to do like at eBay games, which is like not really fun to do because you are the other side of the fucking counter, and you know how it is to just wait for like a really long time to get to the cash to buy a fucking game and get out. But they
Yeah.
just keep nagging you like everybody else about every fucking thing they have to nag you about, and then you have your boss that's like, yeah, you have to be like that, and you know that most of these shit are fucking useless, but you have to sell them anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Exactly.
Fuck
All right,
that.
so you guys wants to keep going or we're fucking closing it?
It's all up to you guys. I was gonna.
I think we're good. Maybe we should talk a little bit about the show that we're looking for a new venue.
Oh yeah.
I would like to crowdsource this. If anybody knows of any bar in Montreal that you would like to see us perform at, let us know.
And
'cause we're
okay,
looking
let's
for a
reiterate.
place.
Let's reiterate. We're talking about a bar, not your fucking living room. So if you're like,
Or
yeah,
your living
I have a
room.
bar in my living room, it's like
If you have a
no,
bar in
I'm
your
not-
living room, that's even better.
No. I don't even
Victoria,
want
you might
to
want to
get.
rephrase that before they like.
Get money on the drinks.
See,
No,
see-
a bar, an actual bar where people goes, like a
Yes.
public space,
In
not
your
your
living
fucking living room. I don't know what happened in your living room, Victoria, but in most people, living room is pretty private. Like I don't want.
It must be wild. She must have some wild parties going on, man.
I'm pretty sure she
I
does.
do.
That's why she thought about it and thought that was a good idea.
She
I
thought
thought that
it
was a
great.
good. Well, that's what Abby does, and it's working beautiful. But yeah, we're looking for a bar, a public space, either like a place that has like karaoke or some sort of speakers that sells alcohol. That's not too expensive. That we can just go.
or we could just look for it and stop being lazy.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah, we
also gonna look for it, but
yeah.
No, I still like. Yeah, we're still gonna be at the St. Paul. I like St. Paul though.
yeah, we're
St.
gonna
Paul is
keep
cool,
doing
but,
St. Paul until then.
Yeah. But
Every
like,
Thursday, it's free.
Yeah,
free.
exactly,
Come on
and it's
down.
pay what you can. So
Pay
what you
basically, so if you're complaining that it's cost that many and it's not even funny, that's kind of on you. So there you go.
Yeah, man.
Because it's funny and it doesn't cost anything. So
And if you just want to take a look, it's like, what's going on in here? It's like it's free, and like, oh,
yeah, come take a come take
Free
a look.
shit, it's amazing.
Come
It's amazing.
see.
you get to hear air dryer sometimes, but it's okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It's okay.
Or
Like you would in
somebody
a
taking
normal night
wicked
out.
shit.
You know, that's a normal comedy thing. You hear the people drying their hands.
I always wanted to hear one guy taking a shit so loud.
Me too. I always
like,
think like, why can't someone have like a massive diarrhea?
Yeah. Be like, oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna survive this. All right.
And he's going Super Saiyan 4, like just by trying to take a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or someone's like, "There's no more toilet paper. What the fuck?" And you just hear the whole thing.
Help me! Help me! Shut up, you! Help me! I'm stuck here.
Imagine a guy was getting like a C-section just to get the shit out.
Yeah, right.
What did you just say to us?
Oh, Raul.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck you did to Raul. I didn't see him like that often anymore. Like he
Yeah.
Hey,
was there.
Raul.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Raul's everywhere, man. Like you just Joey or Tarzan. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I always loved that. That freaking Tarzan was the white guy in the fucking jungle. That's
exactly.
just conquering.
You see,
still conquering shit.
Yeah, and you can see his skin is really taken care of. No scars,
No scars,
nothing.
blonde hair. He's just fucking.
Yeah, blonde, beautiful hair, by the way. Like not like greasy hair you could assume he had once in a while. You know.
Nah. This guy was taking care
No
of.
dirt in his fucking nail.
Never once.
I'm pretty sure it's a woman's fantasy. Like it was written as a woman's fantasy.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, then I went into the jungle and this white guy just took me, just fucked me in the trees.
He's stronger than a lion, but he's so sensitive.
He's so sensitive.
Speaking about a really arousing thing for a woman, like I remember I watched Jordan B. Peterson video. He was like quoting studies, which what
and
archetype
that was very
really
arousing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just his fucking Kermit the Frog voice must be like the Niagara Falls between your leg. But no, honestly, what I'm talking about is like, was talking about the archetypes that women find arousing, and what he was quoting was fucking hilarious: werewolf, vampires, and billionaires.
As fantasy.
Yeah, like sexual fantasy.
Huh? What even?
Batman.
I don't know.
The werewolf is an unpredictable guy, I guess. The vampire would be the classy sort of.
Yeah.
And then the billionaire is just the same.
I think it got to do with Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey.
That guy reads too many books.
Well, like,
no,
I mean, werewolf.
Peterson, but like he quoted a study. So people that asked the questions to a bunch of women. So I would guess maybe the sampling was not that great. But that's kind of interesting that there's so many people that
he went to a high school.
High school, like what, in 2000?
It's like, what do you guys like? And they're like, oh, Team Edward. All right, Team Edward.
Hey, man, no,
anything from Goosebumps.
Girl of today, like they won't say Edward. That's something from our time.
I like the puppet archetype. The
puppet.
You
want the puppet?
Yeah,
what was that puppet called? Slappy? I forget his name.
I don't know, but he creeps me out. Even to this day, those episodes creep me out.
I used to be freaked out because my mom, like back in the day, she kept this like big, huge doll that we had as kids. Like she gave it my sister, and it was like this huge white freaking doll, but it was like that size. So like at night, we would just like go in a certain room and you see that thing there. You're like, oh, I swear, if you move, I'm fucking throwing punches. Like we were all bad. Yeah, Goosebumps was fun. Goosebumps was fun. I miss that. Actually, except for Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark used to scare us because it used to do like weird little witch chants sometimes. It used to freaking. Then when we saw the theory, like, and we're kids, so we're like, what the fuck? Like,
oh, is that the show where they're in the wood telling
Fais-moi
story?
peur.
Oh, it's that. Okay, yeah, there you go. It's fucking bad.
Yeah, that was freaking. Like as a kid, you're like, oh, now you're like, yeah, it's freaking funny. But I like the theories on that. I think like all those kids are dead. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool theory.
It's a cool theory.
What? That's a cool theory.
Oh yeah, a bunch of dead kids. It's fun actually. Like I like the risk taking into that. Like you have a bunch of dead kids you didn't know about.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of dead kids telling stories, but they think they're alive. Actually,
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because they're like just show up and everyone's like, what the fuck? Like,
I thought you meant the actors. I was like, no.
And they decide to get out of the wood, and they figure out it's like a cyberpunk city. And it's like,
and it's lost
in this fucking wood.
And then you're back in Lost, the
and
series.
They just disappear.
Oh yeah. Sorry, what are you saying, Joey?
I was just fucking around with the idea, like they were ghosts. Like, can you imagine they finally decide to get out of the wood, figure out it's just a cyberpunk city, and they freak out, and they just disappear because they were just lost in the wood, something.
God damn.
Yeah.
Same thing. No, but like, yeah, no, Lost was, yeah, they're all dead, right? Too.
Yeah, true. Fucking
Were,
Lost, man.
were they dead? I can't remember.
No, they were all dead, I think.
Yeah, they
That
were
was
in
the twist.
purgatory or something.
Yeah, the island was purgatory. Yeah.
And then there was like the numbers. I remember like the number, the guy like got the winning lotto number, and then it's like the same number as
Yeah.
the fucking island thing.
And the wise guy is called John Locke, which kind of tells you it's an American show.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it reminded me of like I remember when in the beginning it reminded me of Lord of the Flies, the movie, and
Yeah.
then it just went on its own thing.
It used to be a book
Yeah.
too, by the way.
I
Lord
read
of
the book
Flies.
first. Yeah,
Oh,
I read the
really?
book first. Yeah, the book was really good.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
the when I saw the show, the movie or whatever, I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Damn.
All right.
Did you have
All
to
right.
read it, or you're like, yeah, I'm gonna read it?
No, I had to read it. Well, no,
Mm.
I had to read it, and then we canceled midway, but I just kept reading it, and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
that's fucking great. What
yeah, like,
happened?
no, I just like no, I like there's certain books I would read. Like I remember like Kill a
No, I
Mockingbird.
mean, I know that, but
Why
I mean,
did they
like, what happened?
cancel
So
it?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I can't remember. That was years ago, but I remember like midway.
Yeah.
I think it was like the Catcher in the Rye, that
Kill 'em
whatever.
off. Yeah.
Kill a Mockingbird. I remember we did all that, and then that book, Lord of what's it called
Lord of the
Lord of
Flies.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Flies. Yeah, I remember for some reason we had to stop reading it midway. I couldn't remember why though. I couldn't remember.
You have to stop reading it, or you keep reading. It's like, you motherfucker! I told you to stop.
I told you to stop reading. I remember, and then I
Fail.
remember,
They give you a fail grade just for that.
I remember in elementary we read for a class we read the Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, really?
I'm so jealous of like the English
Yeah,
programs that you guys
same.
have in school, because like I remember I have friends that were like, yeah, we were reading like Lord of the Rings or something. I'm like,
Yeah, it's an English
bullshit.
classic. Oh, can you imagine? You like if you go into English literature, you have to read the Beowulf poem,
Yeah,
Wow.
which is
amazing.
awesome. Which is
Wow.
awesome. Like,
Amazing.
it's a guy that go wrestle a troll and then like fucking take his arm off and fucking kill him with it or something. This is
Yeah.
great. Like,
Yeah.
after that, he dies because he kills a dragon and the dragon bleeds on him. It's great. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And
I
in,
think
in French, we always had to read like these
Victor Hugo.
old fucking plays that nobody gives a shit about,
Honoré de
that are
Balzac.
not genre du
A whole-
Molière or something like
A whole
gross.
chapter describing a motherfucking door.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Honoré
Like
de
stuff like
Balzac.
that is just horrible stuff. And then you guys got to to read like sci-fi.
Yeah, we're reading
Like
yeah.
Frankenstein and like Dracula from Bram Stoker to learn about Gothic literature and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I remember actually what was that movie? Not The Spirit, but what's the one with the Rorschach there?
Watchmen?
Watchmen, yeah. Apparently that was like a college thing you get to like read. It's certain place in the States.
The Watchmen?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I understand because there's a lot of social critics into it and it's kind of contemporary to
it's
what they were
interesting.
talking about. So yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because it touched to a lot of stuff, American culture, like the Doom's Clock
Yeah,
and
that's
that kind of
true.
stuff. Yeah.
So it was interesting to be like, oh shit, okay, that's fucking
Yeah.
that's weird. It's weird, but I was it's whatever.
That's interesting that on the English side, it feels like they're not scoffing on pop culture like we do in French. In French, we like our intellectual elite fucking despise everything that is popular. But like on the English side, it feels like they're a real attempt to study what is popular and figure out why and what it means for the time and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. I like that dynamic. Like it
Yeah,
kind of reminds me. Yeah, go on.
I feel like the francophones were too rigid and like stuck in tradition, and it's like we're keeping the culture from like going forward.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Basically,
it's kind of
like
shitty.
we're stuck in the past. Like
We are.
Yeah.
It's like anything that was written after 1950 is garbage,
right?
In the eyes of a teacher, like
it's kind of remind me something that René Lévesque said. Like you have to never trust somebody that says he likes the people but don't like anything they like.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
All right.
I think this is it, and I'm gonna go have supper with my boyfriend. We're eating bratwurst. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna see everybody here on Thursday at the free open mic that we got going at Pub St.Paul. It's gonna be at 8:00. You guys have anything else to plug?
Well, I have. Let me check. I have a show Thursday. Oh, I have a show Tuesday at Pointe aux Trembles. It's at Bullseye. Yeah, it's in French, and I have another French show on Thursday. And after that, next week is gonna be really busy though. So just follow me on social networks to be posted because I have a lot of shit going on.
Follow him on social media.
Follow me on Peter Bowen 18.
I check my followers being stagnant and I cry to sleep. No, I'm kidding.
Raul has something to plug. Go ahead, Raul.
Plug it in.
If it's a butt plug, you can go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding.
With the butt
what do you have to plug, Peter, while we're waiting to this guy after this?
Technically, if it's a butt plug, he's plugging himself. So
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
He's already.
I fucking knew it. Get the fuck away, you.
I don't want to see a cat butt. All right. I don't want to see a cat butt.
I want to see a cat butt.
Please, no, I don't want
cat butt. What's gross about it?
This cat always does that. Like, I'm petting him, and then he turns away, and I see his fucking asshole close up.
Gross. Our cat does that too, and it's so upsetting. It's not even clean.
Don't take it that way. It's a compliment, apparently.
Ugh, disgusting. Peter, can you please plug your stuff?
Oh no, I told you, man. Follow me on Instagram, Peter Bowen 18 on Instagram. That's it. You find out where I always post all my stories.
He does. Yeah, his stories are really cool. And follow me also on Instagram. And I'm gonna have a show on November 30th. The Funny Juice open mic. It's gonna be our last one this year, so it's gonna be a big show. You guys don't want to miss it. We have popcorn, we have songs, we got candy. So come on down. And we're gonna be doing this podcast next week, same time, same place.
Yeah. Maybe different, one of us will be on and one of us.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is it December the 6th? No, not next week. Yeah, I'll be here.
All right.
Can my cat come do a dance set? He's really good at it. Look.
Oh, yeah. He's
Are you going to be holding him while he does it?
Of course. I mean,
then yes, I am booking you. I want to see that.
Awesome. Yeah.
You can do a full song?
Maybe. I don't know.
Good.
Depends on how tired he is to me doing this.
All right. Bye, everyone. Ciao. Have a good night.
Bye.
Wait. No, wait. That's the wrong
one, you doofus.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm looking for it. Just
We're 34.
I'm
for dirty.
Outro?
I'm pretty sure
Gmail.
she's wondering what's happening.